Hello everyone, I'm GW Fan the Softcore Brony, and holy crap, I have an OC! But, what's with this bland background? Oh, right. I have no drawing or animation skills. Oh well. Make do with the old copy and paste method. Anyway, I don't normally do this kind of analysis thing on my channel, but I had a particular thought a while ago, so I figured I'd put it to video and, well, try figuring it out. You know, one of the more interesting aspects of our not-so-little fandom as a whole are the rather strange things we end up latching onto. You know, things that lead to fan-made memes and other such concepts as well. Twilight's cane, Lyra's sitting pose, Derpy, Princess Luna...
What?
No, seriously, it's kind of weird that we love you so much.
'Tis a lie, thou ungrateful whelp!
Wait! Just let me explain first!
Very well, then.
Whew. Okay. Here's the thing. Princess Luna is the near undeniable fan-favorite character of Friendship is Magic. And while she isn't my personal number one favorite, she is still up there. But all that aside, have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why do I like Luna anyway? Maybe you can give a simple answer, or maybe you find it's not so easy to explain in just a sentence or two. So, why is Luna so gosh darn popular? This is my personal take on it. And also a shorter, less thought-out analysis on Derpy, since it happens to be slightly relevant. But first, a short history lesson for those of you who've only been with the fandom since Season 3, or later. Even if you've only been with the fandom for a month or two and you haven't seen every episode yet, you probably noticed Luna's popularity and how she dominates practically every poll. But, did you know that Luna was pretty much already the fan-favorite character before her reappearance in Season 2? That's really odd, because before Season 2, all we had from Luna was her history as Nightmare Moon, about 34 seconds of non-Nightmare screen time, and this.
I'm so sorry. I missed you so much, big sister.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing more until Season 2, Episode 4, when she received an entire episode. We're still waiting for another one. But, anyway, from this first small appearance, many, if not most, of the memes associated with Luna were born. Like Gamer Luna and Woona, just to name a few of the more popular ones. So, how the heck does all that manage to spring up from a single episode? But wait, you might say! Derpy Hooves is an incredibly popular character, and she's not even a side character like Luna. In fact, she's kind of something in between side character and background character nowadays, but, anyway, that is similar, but there is another particular difference between Luna and Derpy. You see, Derpy was initially brought about by a complete accident in Episode 1, noticed by some of the earliest fandom members. As time went on and the unexpected Brony fandom became known, the show staff decided to acknowledge this odd set of fans by literally provoking a further interest in the already popular Derpy. And then further provoked by continued appearances, and of course...
Now, careful, Derpy!
And then they reeled back a bit when someone realized that Derpy is technically a derogatory term. But, eventually, everyone's favorite derp-eyed mare found her way back into the spotlight with less chance of being controversial. And although I doubt we would have forgotten her, even if she hadn't been provoked, the same can't really be said for Luna. After her initial appearance in Episode 2, she basically disappeared. Seriously, only one line of dialogue and approximately 34 seconds of screen time, and her popularity managed to spike even above Derpy, a feat some of the main 6 couldn't even do at the time. I repeat my question then. Why is Luna so gosh darn popular? Well, pretty much the same way Foxy is the fan favorite character of Five Nights at Freddy's. Wait, what? How the heck is Princess Luna anything like an animatronic fox whose goal is to stuff you into an animal suit which would then kill you due to the machinery inside grinding you up like human sausage or something to that effect? Well, it's not so much that the two characters are actually similar, it's more that they are similarly perceived. Now, check this out. Without giving away too many spoilers, in the game Five Nights at Freddy's, you are a security guard who has to survive the terror of 4, though technically 5, animatronic mascots who inhabit a fictional pizza joint. Each night, the 4 basic characters always begin in the same locations. Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica all begin on the main stage. But Foxy is different from the rest. He starts over here, in the out-of-order Pirates Cove. He is the only one out of commission, as he has apparently fallen into disrepair. He's also the only one of the animatronics who hides. And why? Well, there are 2 theories, according to the wiki page, both of which are kind of sad. And that is actually my point. You see, Foxy is perceived as a lonely character because he is off by himself. I haven't actually read any, but apparently this is a common theme in fan fiction about him. He's a lonely character who is actually rather friendly, or something like that. And although there is a little more to it than that, this is the main similarity I'm talking about with perception. Back in the early days of the fandom, or rather before Season 2, Luna's disappearance was perceived as a sort of seclusion, just like Foxy. Ideas ran that she was off by herself in the castle somewhere, either afraid to show herself out of shame of her past deeds, or feeling shy in a way that reflected a bit of fear that others would fear her, or at least that's the basic idea. In fact, there were so many interpretations of Luna being a rather sad, depressing, and lonely character that an entire contest sprang up on EQD, intent on changing that. The Happy Luna contest, which I participated in, by the way, was held sometime during the summer, and I still remember my headcanon of Luna back then, which isn't difficult when I can just read the story I wrote. Secluded in the castle library, using reading as an excuse not to venture out and talk to ponies. Notice here that I am still talking about perception, even though I've changed the wording to headcanon. That's something of what headcanon is, and this headcanon is based on the sheer lack of knowledge of Luna as a character. Same goes for Foxy. We don't really know much of anything about either one as a character, except the tidbit of interaction we see in their respective worlds. For Luna, it's her sorrow after returning to her real self. And for Foxy, his seeming seclusion from the rest of his fellow mascots. Otherwise, they are both blank slate characters. The same can be said of the other animatronics, but Foxy has the added sympathy of being lonely. Just like Luna. And because they are complete blank slate characters, fan interpretation and imagination runs wild. They are able to be anything that the rest of the more defined cast cannot be, and more in a sense, making them more identifiable with the audience because they are what we want them to be. Luna's popularity, thus, stems from this lack of knowledge of her character and unintentional relatability, allowing for interpretations that make her seem more like her fans, like Gamer Luna, which became norm headcanon for many a fan. And truly, the headcanon may play the most important role of all. Think of it like this. Many famous actors, like George Reeves and Mark Hamill, played such memorable, iconic roles, being the first Superman and Luke Skywalker, respectively, that it was difficult for people to see them as anything but these particular characters, sometimes forcing them to accept roles they might not have chosen to before just to avoid being typecast. In fact, it's quite possible that more people know Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker than people who even know his real name. Hamill, in fact, circumvented this problem by ingeniously taking up voice acting roles. And I believe the same can be said for Luna, even more so because she is a fictional character. Admit it, viewers, I'm willing to bet that your headcanon of Luna is far more complex than her portrayal on the show thus far. Even now that she's been fleshed out a bit more, have these later canonical interpretations of her changed our headcanon? Well, yes, but let's face it. Besides an updated appearance and a more solid personality, obviously, the only thing Luna Eclipsed really gave us was a fun new toy to play with. And her Dream Watcher role, or whatever you would call it, I'm sure there is fanfiction out there where she's screwed with someone just for the fun of it. In short, despite new canon that is introduced every now and then, Luna's character is still defined by the speculation that originated from her Season 1 absence. In fact, the closest we've come to the fan interpretation of Luna is in the official comic series, though that somewhat doesn't count to a degree because the comics tend to follow more of a fan-fiction-esque sort of feel, with characters ending up in situations or exuding traits we might not ever see anything similar to in the show. Maybe. Maybe it's not so weird that we love Luna after all.
I mean, oh, most wonderful of nights.
Well, anyway, that's what I put together. What do you guys think? Why do you like Luna? Or why do you think you like Luna? Want to make a response video refuting everything I've said or adding further comment on some specific point? Am I totally off base? On the right track but didn't quite get there? Is there going to be fan fiction shipping Luna with Foxy now? God, I hope not. But I get the feeling it will happen, if it hasn't already, which is really disturbing considering it's an animatronic, but I guess there have been stranger shippings. Anyway, I'm done with this analysis thing for now, and I'm going back to the safer waters of Let's Playing. I'm GW Fan the Softcore Brony. Thanks for watching, and arrivederci.